would it have been easy for you to just, when you talk about the right thing, what is the right thing towards people you feel betrayed you? What's the right thing?
I hear you on that. I do. And you're putting it in my situation, making me sit in that seat and make my decision. I haven't been in that situation, Stephen A. But I will say this, if I'm that upset, I'm probably not going to dinner with them the next week. If I'm that upset, I'm not continuing to call them my sister. If I'm that upset, I'm not continuing to consult with them for free.
Unless, Will, a week has gone by, it no longer matters to you. They call you and want to apologize. And also, Max's theory comes into play in terms of you having a bigger play down the line. And since you've gotten out of this situation and now that's over, you've got a different agenda.
So last point, Molly, you asked this question. I'd love to answer it as well.
Because I feel like you're all focused on the wrong thing.
Well, Molly, I think that the way you described his job description as bringing in 2 stars is the majority of his job, but not all of his job. And I think you heard some of that. As we got caught up yesterday in some of the conversations about Zubac or whoever else, there was a lot to be done because the president of basketball operations is a big job. Now, here's the thing, Molly. I want to be clear. I'm not saying that all of this falls on Magic and none of it on Pelinka. But what we have here is a real debate about, was it that Magic could not execute his job because he wasn't given the power and he was being undermined? Or was it that he wasn't there to help efficiently execute
Wait, you know what, Will?
But at the end of the day, they were supposed to get another free agent this summer so they could really compete.
It wasn't going to happen.
It wasn't going to. Wait, no. That's the whole point. LeBron is not enough.
He had signed a 4-year deal. The point was at the end of 4 years to have a championship. And I'll say this.
Max, this is like the greatest free agent class in ages, and they might not land one person.
That's okay. AD, it looks like, would be a Laker the following season. If you can put the pieces in place that you only need one more superstar, and that's going to be AD, who I believe Magic would have gotten. Here's the thing. I want to address what you're saying, Will. I agree with you philosophically that you can't be half in and half out of the job. It's probably not going to work that way. But that's a distinct issue in my view. It's separate from, is that the reason he didn't succeed? Actually, I think the reason he didn't succeed, whatever his own limitations as a person had, or as an executive, we all have limitations, is that he didn't have autonomy. He couldn't even fire the coach, dude. He couldn't fire the coach.
Well, you know what? I want to get back to Molly. Molly, what exactly? You said all 3 of us are missing the point.
I feel like you guys are focusing on the fact that he didn't call LeBron James. Like, who cares? He didn't call LeBron James. He's Magic Johnson. He pulled the trump card, and he's like, I'm that dude. I don't owe him that. Okay, so if he wants to feel like there's levels to this, he doesn't need to do this. Rather than, I thought the big question is maybe he's stepping down. Okay, I brought LeBron. I delivered that. I understand your point, Stephen A. You thought they would have got to the Western Conference Finals if he didn't get hurt. He did get hurt. And of course, it hurt and derailed their season. They didn't make the playoffs. But this summer is about landing somebody. This is L.A. You talk about it. It's La, the sunshine, the pier, all this good stuff.
Isn't that on LeBron more than Magic, Molly?
It's on both of them.
But that's what we're hearing is
LeBron just needs to pull someone. Why? I thought that's why they brought Magic. Magic recruited LeBron.
He got LeBron, and now who LeBron can attract or repel has an influence on this. Apparently, he repels. Apparently, what we're hearing, Kawhi or KD, because they don't want to give him, they want to compete against him. But apparently, he attracts AD, who happens not to be available as a free agent until next year.
Molly, are you suggesting he was halfway on his way to success or halfway failing in having 1 star there right now?
I'm saying he got 1 star and didn't think they were going to get someone else this summer. And that's part of not delivering the job or whatever and not having fun anymore either.
So he steps back before that failure is obvious?
He steps
back before that failure is obvious?
Yes.
In other words, he ain't going to land another star. He's out of there.
With all due respect, I can't believe that after all we said, all you thought we were talking about was LeBron. We've been talking about Magic. We've been talking about Jeannie Buss. We've been talking about Rob Pelinka. We've been talking about a whole bunch of things other than LeBron. We can see that he should have talked LeBron.
Emotional. It's all about the communication. I care about winning and executing.
The LeBron angle is one of 3. To be fair, I brought up the LeBron angle because I think it's one of 3 ways in which he is escaping some blame. But, Molly, I think your point is very interesting. Is he about to fail this summer? Are the Lakers about to fail on bringing in a free agent, and Magic is exiting stage left before that happens?
I don't know. And he said that part of it was he didn't have the power to execute.
I got a question for you, Molly. I got a question for you, Molly. If LeBron doesn't get hurt this year, where are the Lakers?
In the playoffs. But they're not
Okay.
competing for a championship, that's for sure.
Right.
Hold on. They're not going to they don't have a chance to get to the Western Conference Finals?
No, they're not in the Western Conference Finals, and they're not competing for a championship. When I think of competing to a championship, that means you're getting to the finals. And no, they are not with just LeBron.
James,
if he stays healthy.
So LeBron James against Portland, LeBron James against an inexperienced Denver squad, LeBron James against a Houston squad that Max has lamented doesn't show up when it counts, has no chance to get to the conference finals.
He has a better
Healthy.
chance than most people were giving credit for. But Molly, I don't think your point of view is mutually exclusive with the idea that he was doing a good job. You land LeBron. We all agree if LeBron doesn't get hurt, they make the playoffs, most likely, right? Maybe they even win a playoff series, maybe not. You know, maybe. I don't think the conference finals, Stephen A. actually makes a pretty good point. It turns out there were a lot of flawed teams in the West. This summer, you don't have to even get Jimmy Butler, let alone Kawhi Leonard. You can get one or two smart acquisitions, keep your young talent.
I totally disagree.
Why can't they get a superstar?
If they fail to get a big time name, Max, if they fail to get
why can't they get a big time? One of the Ks.
Because
Why
what
not?
we hear is not that people look at the Lakers and see it as dysfunctional until Magic stepped down. What we hear is the superstars don't want to pair with LeBron because he'll get the credit.
Okay.
The exception is Anthony Davis, who happens not to be a free agent till the following year. So if Magic just manages the situation smartly and then brings AD in a year, then by year 4 they might win a championship.
I got to be honest, you're the only person
happen.
saying that, and I think Molly's 100% right on this. If they fail to get one of the Ks, one of the big names this summer, there will be blame put upon the shoulders of everybody, from LeBron to Pelinka to Jeannie Buss. But as of this Magic resignation, there will not be blame on Magic Johnson. And if he had been there, it would have fallen right on him.
That's a good point. To your point, I'm not going to get any Type A free agents. I'm out before that.
And what did he say? If he couldn't deliver, he would be out.